Good morning, Pisces. Good morning. I hope you guys had a good night's sleep. I hope you woke up today feeling happy, safe, and peaceful. Thank you to everyone that has liked, commented, subscribed, and gave donations. All right, Pisceanos. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, I'll take it. Wow. All right. I didn't even shuffle them. Let me shuffle them. Wow. All right, we got protection and justice that came flying out, Pisces. All right. All right, we're going to pull 3 of these. Well, one more, I guess. This is Egyptian Visions by Maruka X. We also got the Justice there at the, no, Judgment. I'm sorry, Judgment at the bottom of the deck. Wow, like there's a lot of energy coming here, but let's begin. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and higher beings, please help me with this message today for my beautiful Pisces people, my Pisceanos. What messages do we have for Pisces? We got protection, justice, and cast out. So cast out says, can't keep accepting a bad situation. Force something or a person to leave. The final last straw, Pisces. Okay, this is heavy. I feel it. So I always get like, can I deliver this message, God? Help me to deliver it. All right. I feel like, so I want to explain it to you. So the judgment here is a higher calling. It's like you're hearing something and you just know something that other people may not know. And there's a certain situation, this is why everything is happening, Pisces. There's a certain situation that you're not tolerating anymore, that you're just not accepting it. You've seen it for what it is. It's like that serenity prayer, right? Like, God, grant me the wisdom. I don't remember it right now, but it's the final part to know the difference between people or situations that can change and the ones that cannot. You know, it's like that serenity prayer, Pisces. So I kind of feel it like, you know, you're doing things that maybe others will not understand or back up or, you know, see, because they can't see what you see, Pisces. They don't see that situation or that person for what and who they are and for what it is, but you can. And you're mustering up this courage and this strength to say, no more. Like, the buck stops here. You know, this is something that is a bad situation and I will not accept it. So here's your overall energy: protection, regeneration and royal power, health protection, protected from evil forces. You've seen something in a person, a job, a situation, whatever it is, Pisces, and you see it for what it is. It could possibly even be evil. It's a force or an entity that at the very least doesn't mean well for you, you know, or doesn't, you know, want the best for you. So you made a strong boundary, you made a strong decision. And a lot of people may question that decision at times, but you're listening to something that's calling you from a higher place, Pisces, or at the very least, you're going to get your confirmation, because a lot of times judgment is for what you don't see coming. God, I feel like the sky is going to open up and it's going to prove to you that you made the right choice by, you know, not accepting this situation anymore, by casting it out. You know, that's how I'm feeling that. We got justice here. This is the challenge position, doing what you think is right. Only honesty brings success, spiritual order / truth. So there's someone or a situation that you feel like is not being completely truthful with you. There may be hiding something. They may be, you know, not, like, you may be feeling something off of them, or you may know something off of them or that situation. And sometimes it's very difficult, Pisces, because we're the people. We're the people that we see the good in people, everyone, right? I think that's one of Pisceano's downfalls, is that this person can, do this and do that and do this, but we see something deeper within them and we say, you know what, they can't be that bad. And so we try to override everything else, right? And I just feel like you're not doing it. It says you're casting it out. You're not accepting a bad situation anymore. If you see something, you're going to say something and you're going to do something about it. And that's how I'm getting this justice, spiritual order, and truth. You are highly, and the way this came out, and I hope I'm saying this right, the way that this came out, Pisces, is like, this is your confirmation that no matter who tells you you're doing something wrong, no matter, what points of views and how they can, argue or articulate, or try to find some fault in what you're doing. And, it doesn't matter. You're not listening to these people anymore. You're listening to a higher power that's telling you, this situation is bad for you. This person or this, whatever it is not honest. They're not being truthful about how they really feel. So there's protection. Pisces, God is on your side saying, I got you, babe. I got you. I see what you feel and you're not wrong. All right. I hope I said that right because I felt that was big, but let's see. Spirit, tell me more. Yes. We got the Seven of Wands. We got the King of Wands. Two more. The Hermit. And the Ten of Wands. So, Seven of Wands to me is a person, they have not the popular opinion. Like everyone else sees something a certain way. And the way they see something is very different because they just know something in their heart. They've spoken to God about this. They've spoken to the higher realms about this. They're being honest with themselves, and they're not trying to be one of the bots out here, that just, maybe believe something that may be very surface level. A lot of times, this person here is considered the outcast, which is interesting because I've cast out and I'm seeing the outcast. They're the person who most people wouldn't expect to be right about a situation. And I love it because this is your overall energy, Pisces. You keep standing above everyone else because I just can't help but feel that you're being, if people around you don't get you, if people don't understand why you're making the decisions that you are making, why you're holding that stance that you're holding, it's okay. This is what they're saying. It's okay, but you're not wrong. Let's keep going. We will clarify more. We got the King of Wands, reverse. Some people or a person may see your, when you see someone that has such conviction in something, like they have such a belief in something, like it's so powerful, their belief, that even if they weren't sure about a situation, they can't help but kind of back down a little bit, like kind of get away from this person at the very least. Maybe not bother this person for fear that they may be wrong. They may be wrong themselves. So I do see a person here or a few people that kind of back down a little because they feel your conviction in a situation and they can't help but see that maybe you're onto something, and I don't want to be wrong in case that, we are wrong or I'm wrong in the situation. But let's keep going with the Hermit in reverse. I feel like someone is trying to seek more knowledge. They're trying to they're trying to see if maybe you're right about a situation, or if maybe, they don't. Your energy, Pisces, is so strong that it actually makes a person question Am I wrong about this? Is what they're saying. Am I wrong about this? Is Pisces right about this? They may not say or come to you right away with it, but at the very least, Pisces, like, your energy is way too what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know something. It's just that you know something. It's like you're in a private conversation with God that other people can't hear. And that's what I'm getting there. All right. So the Hermit to me feels like an uncomfortable situation. Sometimes a Pisciano likes to be in their zone, to themselves. They want to communicate with the angelic realm, with God. But sometimes you got to go out there into the field and you got to practice what you know. And sometimes the popular opinion is not going to be, whatever the popular opinion is not going to fly with you. So you're like this weird being that I'm feeling. It's like, you definitely stand out, and it's not only because of the way you dress. It's not only because of the way you talk or the way you carry yourself. It's also the way that you don't fall in line. You don't fall in line. And, it may be uncomfortable, but I feel the higher realm kind of like saying, like, you got to practice what you preach. We got to put you out there, Pisces. You got to go out to the field and show the world that you know something that they do not. And you're not going to fall in line. That's how I'm kind of getting it. All right, 10 of Wands. I need more clarification, because a lot of times the 10 of Wands is like a burden. It's like something that's been weighing really heavy, but I'm not really clear yet. Let's go a little deeper, Pisces. Let's see. Wow. Got the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Swords, 6 of Pentacles, and the 4. Now I see this. Okay, so there's a lot happening right now. I have an itch that I cannot scratch. It's like I'm trying to scratch it and it just doesn't go away. It's on my shoulder, Pisces. I do feel like this is you in some way. There are a lot of burdens that you carry deep inside of yourself. You hold on to it yourself, because it is very difficult to express emotion to people that may not understand, but I clearly feel the higher realm here, Pisces, and they understand and they're supporting you. They're actually protecting you in these situations. Go out there, do whatever it is that you need to do, because you're highly protected. You're being guided, Pisces. They're telling you you're not wrong about this situation. Some people would look at this woman standing so high up there as, who do you think you are? Or what do you think you're doing? Or why are you, feeling that way? Why are you angry? She's kind of like ready to fight, She's just like, no, I can't. And most people would be like, oh, that's a bad person, or this isn't a good thing, or a good situation. You shouldn't be like this. This isn't the way of God. But I don't think God is, how do I explain this? You know that Jesus knew when people were lying and deceiving them, right? Yes, he was still kind. He didn't, do anything to attack the person, but he knew. He knew. He would look at them in the face and he knew, you're deceiving me. You're trying to get away with something. What's the word here? I found it somewhere. Doing what you think is right. Only honesty brings success. So somebody's not being honest with you. So if that person is not being honest with you, how can this situation be successful? It cannot. You're smart enough to know the difference, Pisces. You know the difference. And so whether people understand it or not is not up to them. The only person that needs to understand this is the higher realms. And they're here, full force, Pisces, giving you your confirmation. This is the 9 of Swords. This is anxiety, pain, worry, sleepless nights. A lot of times this is where you find that higher power. They comfort you in these moments. Hold on. There's something else. There may be some people, Pisces, that think that, you're being too strong. You're being a little too strong-willed, but I see you, doing God's work. I see you, transforming as a human being, no longer accepting a bad situation. All right, let's keep going. With the King of Wands with the Five of Swords. There's a lot of deception here. But the good news, Pisces, is kind of like it's going to be exposed. It is coming out. But let me see. This a lot of times has to do with some form of pettiness. Why are you, like, this is the thing. Like, this is like, you don't want to entertain this anymore. You're not entertaining this anymore. And sometimes people need to get hurt themselves in order to see what it is that you and God were talking about and why you had such a strong stance in a situation. And that's what I'm kind of feeling, like somebody will find out what you were trying to say. You're just kind of accelerated in some way. Why? Because you got the cliff notes in some way. You got like the cheat sheet. You got the support that is telling you this is not the way anymore. And others will follow in suit, and they'll see the pettiness of a situation or a person in their own time. I got something for you, Pisces, and I'm going to try to say this as best as I can. Remember to always replenish yourself. Remember to always battling can be rough. People can be very toxic in in the way they see things and the way they try to make you see things the way they want. To me, this comes off as a person who's highly political, and they just want you to see something from one perspective, and that's it. That's all, and that's great. I'm not, my boyfriend's into politics a lot too, but so it's like, okay, fine. That's your piece. Something in the higher realms have talked to you and told you that this is the way to be, right? But you're not going to change my point of view or my perspective because something on my side, in my camp, is telling me otherwise. So this is a kind of like the wills, right? But clearly, Pisces, I feel that you are right. You were right. It says protected from evil forces. Can keep accepting a bad situation, the final straw. Only honesty brings success, Pisces. So it's like I think you're on the right side of life, or this, whatever this situation is. And even though others will fight it and will say that you're wrong and see a different perspective and say, that's cool, respect that. Show them, point the finger and say, get out. And at the end of the day, we'll see who's right or who's wrong. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Because I do feel that someone and some people will definitely see the pettiness in a person. Oh, I did that already. All right, let's see what the outcome is. Two of Swords reverse. One more. Wow, King of Swords. Two of Swords is, So if it's upright, Pisces, a lot of times it tells me like, you weren't sure, you're keeping to yourself, there's a point of view here, right? A point of view here and a point of view there. So people may be in your ear trying to tell you which way to go. You stayed in your head, but when you get reversed, Pisces, you're ready to make that decision. You're ready to say, I already know what I need to do. And if I want change in my life, if I want to follow the light, if I want to follow God, if I want to, protect myself from some evil force, I got to take a stance. We got King of Swords here too, Pisces. This is a lie. This is someone who, I think enough was enough. That's what I'm feeling, like enough was enough. Like the final straw, I definitely feel it here. Let's do one more. There's something here. Ten of Pentacles. Like, how can you expect to progress in your life, to have it all in your life, if you keep tolerating a bad situation? If you keep allowing somebody that you've already seen and you know is being dishonest, and you keep accepting a bad situation? You can't make it to this. But in this outcome, it feels to me like you made a decision and you choose happiness. You choose prosperity. You choose unity. You choose love. It doesn't mean that, just because you have a strong stance in a situation that you're a bad person. No, it just that you can see things through a different lens. And you know that choosing that side will keep you in a place of going backwards, staying stuck to the past. So I love this outcome for you. No longer tolerating a bad situation because you have a goal, you have a vision, you want more in life. What is the advice here? The Chariot in reverse. Aha, ha 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 ha. So Chariot in reverse is typically like, staying still, staying in like a pitfall, not really moving forward in the situation. And then the Seven of Swords is an I'm sorry. It's a, I'm going to try to rectify the situation. And look, I'm not saying this is for everyone, because some people, you got to feel this within yourself. If you talk to the higher realms and you keep feeling the jolt to cast this situation out and not accept this is a bad situation, this is your confirmation that you're protected in your choice and decision. So it's not for everyone, because sometimes people really can change, or people really are apologetic. So use discernment with that. So I do feel where there is an I'm sorry, I do feel like where there's a giving back and an admission that they were wrong about a situation. But honestly, Pisces, I think at this point it's saying like, that's going to keep you stuck. I don't even think you're looking for that anymore. I think that time period is over. Like you have so many other things that I feel like you're trying to work on. Like I feel this is like, you're going to meet new people. 10 of Pentacles is showing me, I see someone here. It's someone that, kind of thinks like you, sees things like you do, and more importantly, they're going to hear you and understand you in a way that others have not been able to. All right, let's do career and money. It's like, don't settle for the person that has already proven to be something of dishonest. Only honesty brings success. And that's what I feel like this person and you are going to be very honest with each other. I do feel that. It's like a big honesty. I like it. I'm here for it. Sometimes honesty can be very difficult for some. But it's going to be a breath of fresh air for possibly you. You know what it feels like? It feels like you've had this opinion, this perspective, this emotion, this feeling, this trauma, whatever it is, and you get someone in your future that, well, first of all, you've had a lot of people that fight it, that try to find holes in it, and then in your future, you find someone that sees it clearly, and then you realize like, wow, like I wasn't wrong. I was never wrong about the way I felt. All right. Spirit, tell me more. Selling. Debt paid. Negotiate. All right. So a lot of you may have things that you can negotiate in order, like you may be good at okay, there's a lot. All right. You may be good at selling yourself, right? And I do feel like you need to negotiate something because you're worth more than what you think you are. This is in the challenge position, debt paid. I do feel like, sometimes it doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to put something out there because there might be something that you want to sell or put out there that is of use, and it could help you pay off some form of debt that you may have. Let me see. If this is like in a job or a job interview, I would definitely go and ask and negotiate some type of higher pay because you're going to be good at selling yourself. I think you have like a lot of points that you're like, I'm good at this, I'm good at this, I've done this, I've done this, and I've done this. And it's like, all right, I see you. Let's negotiate this deal. And I think because a lot of you are looking for some ways of more income as well with that debt paid. Now, I'm going to get real spiritual with you. There's something here with God, and I feel like you and God are talking it out. Like you guys are like having this understanding. It's like a spiritual person high up above, and you're selling your point of view. You're explaining to them, that's the only person you really need to talk to about what's going on in your heart. And that's how I'm feeling. You're selling it. You're selling it, Pisces. And this is why I feel like protection and justice came out like that. Because they're saying like, no, we see your point of view. We understand what you're trying to put down. We understand this. And there's some type of debt. There's some type of, it doesn't have to just be financial. This is more spiritual debt, Pisces. Like you're making amends in some way. Like, I don't know how to put this in perfect words, but you are making amends with maybe something in your past, maybe something that you needed to make right. You're working with God, so God is paying you. This is I don't know how to explain that. You're working with him and he's the one that's paying you. Does that make sense? You're working with him and he's the one that's paying you. All right, let's pull a few Oshos. Oh, and some of you may need to sell something, or you may be good at selling something, Pisces. Come back to the physical. That was very spiritual. But some of you may need to sell some things and negotiate the price on it, because you'll be surprised at how much more you get for a certain item that you're trying to sell. Spirit, tell me more. Traveling. Compromise. And the miser. All right, Pisces. So the miser. I love the miser. I don't know. So the miser, yes, sometimes it could be a lonely life, but you're not lonely. You have a spiritual team that's backing you up. I clearly felt that. I know that. Can't tell me no difference, Pisces. Like I felt it for you. So she typically kind of does her own thing, stays in her own lane, builds a lot of riches. Yeah, maybe she's alone. She built walls, because she's been hurt a lot of times before, and but she also peeps things. It's the way that her eyes are kind of looking. She peeps things. She sees things. She understands things. So this is like the overall type of situation. And the challenge, we got compromise. There's someone here that may be wanting to work with you or compromise with you on a situation. Maybe they want to talk to you. I just feel like this is going to go nowhere. Traveling, it's going nowhere. This is going to go nowhere, Pisces. You don't want to take this road. That's basically what it's saying. You know why you don't want to take this road? Because it's not honest. There's something about this, Pisces, that's just not honest. And I feel like you already got the nudge, you already got the hit, you already got the call. And I feel like God is saying, I got your back. Like, I see what you see. You sold me. Keep going, Pisces. You and God have this beautiful communication. And it's not for anybody else to understand. One day, and maybe not for some of you. One day, for some of you, people will see. But you know who does see? The higher ups. That's all you need. You don't need the physical people to understand your choices in life. You just need God to understand it. And you got it, Pisces. You sold. All right, Pisces, I hope you liked the reading. Please like and subscribe, and thank you.